Sup guys, Ryu here for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council with what I promise, the ultimate Blue Eyes side guide. And I'm going to break this down real quick for what it is. It is every single useful card for any deck that you can use. And I'm going to go over how it can fit in your deck. I don't know what you're, playing. So if you tell me, I'll be able to help even further. But obviously, I have 44 cards in front of me. Throughout the video, the visual is going to be a Blue Eyes render. I'm not going to edit in all 44 cards. I'm going to I'll probably edit in the more crucial stuff out of the 44. But as long as my count isn't wrong, there's 44 fucking cards to go over. So let's not waste any time. Let's go straight into this and give you reasons why for everything. So let's start with the biggest, meanest one to Blue Eyes is Light Imprisoning Mirror. It also goes without saying, if I repeat something twice, forgive me because it's a long-ass list. So Light Imprisoning Mirror is skill drain for lights. If you're not playing it against Cosmos, or you're not playing against anything light-based, or you've never played against Lightsworn, this is pretty much skill drain, but one-sided. As long as you're not playing a light deck, you're good to go. If you are playing a light deck, there's other options. Stay tuned, don't worry. But Light Imprisoning is going to shut down Maiden. It's going to shut down the Sage Knight. It's going to shut down the Spirit Dragon, which hurts Pendulums. It's going to shut down the combo wombos that the deck can make. However, it will not stop the big 3,000 fat-ass beat stick that is known as Blue Eyes White Dragon. That you're going to have to do with the typical back row, but hey, half the battle's already won, so it ain't that much harder, right? Alright, let's talk about some other cards that people don't typically use in this matchup, but should consider. Skill Drain. It's like Light Imprisoning. Not every deck can use Skill Drain. It's limited, but it is an option. Hence, I'm going to mention it. Works just like Light Imprisoning, except it's not going to affect the graveyard, which is a crucial area, and why Light Imprisoning should be thought of first before Skill Drain. Mind Drain. Sage Knight has a hand effect where you can discard it, target a light on the field, and send that light to the graveyard. It pops out of Blue Eyes. Short version of this combo is that it's going to target a Maiden. They get 2 Blue Eyes instead of just 1. So Mind Drain shuts that down. It also shuts down the fact that Sage Knight, hey, I grab Effect Veiler, I play Effect Veiler, I could play her. It also shuts down Maxis. Maxis be scary. It's really not that useful against anything else right now, Mind Drain. So it's kind of one of those cards I'm just mentioning to hurt the combo wombos. Prohibition. If you're running a Pendulum deck, which there's not too many, I'm not trying to insult anyone. I'm trying to be very, very on par what I'm trying to say here. Prohibition, White Spirit Dragon, or whatever it's called. It's the one that banishes out a spell card or a trap card from the back row. Or the front, the Pendulum row. The Pendulum row. You call that no issue. You call Blue Eyes White Dragon, you pretty much have won the fucking game, unless they have Twin Twists. That's a true fact. If you call Blue Eyes White Dragon because there's no alternative, and the only thing that they can do is bring out the one that banishes it out, as long as you could stop that with Solemn Strike or Bottomless or something and nullify the effect, you're good to go. You won the match. And I think they can't special it from the grave because it's going to be counted as Blue Eyes. Not sure of the ruling. Hence, I have to say it. Summon limit. You can only summon up to 2 monsters a turn. That hurts a lot of decks. But it hurts Blue Eyes because they spam the shit out of the board. So let me go into a basic combo that Blue Eyes typically likes to use. Maiden, Field, and another level 1 tuner. Target the Maiden with the Field. Get a Blue Eyes. Go into new Synchro. Tribute Synchro. Go to Michael. Banish card. From Michael, Synchro with the level 1. Make Crystal Wing. That's like 4 or 5 summons right there. I go for Maiden play. You play Summon Limit. Fuck me. Go for second one. Oh, I can't make play now. See how that works? Well, I can target my Maiden, but I'm not getting the Blue Eyes. And that's going to hurt. Again, it's an option, but it's not a great option. It's still an option that you should consider. Let's talk about the field card. Twin Twisters, MST. Some of you probably going, but Blue Eyes doesn't always typically run back row. Every Blue Eyes player plays their deck differently. I play very, very aggressive. I don't focus on back row because it's really not a means to use it. Format's still extremely fast. And you're pretty much using Twin Twist and MST against Monarchs. Obviously, you want to shut down that field spell card. You know, when you actually want to. And you want to do the same here. You want to shut down that field spell card. That double summon for level 1s doesn't seem like shit. You know, it doesn't seem like anything you should worry about. It seems like shit. But it opens that Wombo combo, which is, you know, going into the new Synchro, going into Michael, going into Crystal Wing. You want to shut that down. You don't want to deal with that shit. So, I'm telling you, Twin Twist, MST. Kokimiro Drago. If you're running a mirror match, like you're playing Blue Eyes against Blue Eyes, or you're playing any dragon deck in general, Felgrand's upcoming, that's a dragon deck. Or you're playing Dragoonies, they play a lot of dragons, and they're searchable through Dragon Ravine. You can use Kokimiro Drago turn 1, summon it, and no light or dark could be special summoned. And that hurts Cosmos too, so there's that. The only problem is you need to reveal a dragon for it, but it's a 1900 big booty, and there's really not much anything that can get over that in Blue Eyes. Unless they have Raigeki. Vanity's Emptiness. This one goes without saying. The deck special summons hard. You shut down special summons. That should go without saying. Dragon Capture Jar. This one's actually pretty popular, but I don't agree with it. You're only putting the dragon like in defense mode, and the deck does so much more. I talked about it. It's like, okay, I see Dragon's Capture Jar. This is what's going to happen. I will talk about that. I'm going to make the new Synchro, because the new Synchro is the god tier. It's like the sliced bread of Blue Eyes. I'm going to tribute it to go into Michael. You go to Lightsworn Michael, you target the Dragon Capture Jar, and it's no more an issue. I'm not trying to hate. And there's also the freaking Blue Eyes effect monster. I can't remember its English name. I think it's like White Spirit Dragon in OCG. That can banish it out. That's why it's not that great of an option. You want to nullify the effects. So DD Crow is also a great option because right now, this kind of version of Blue Eyes, I see it being a lot of like graveyard heavy, bringing out the Blue Eyes from the grave. DD Crow, the blue Eyes out that they're targeting for special. No combo wombos. You're left with level 1 tuners that really can't do nothing on their own. Sad, but true. And that's just like 10 cards. We're going to go over everything though. Maxi, deck special summons hard. Drawing cards to protect your asshole is good. All jokes aside, it really is good. Winter Cherries. This is one that people don't really think about using against Blue Eyes because it's going to be uber expensive. But if you're playing competitive, and you and I both know people are going to want to use that at tournaments, this is how you shit on the deck. I'm sorry, but this is the truth. You play Cosmos. Cool. Guess what? Have the Fusion and the Synchro for Blue Eyes. Not Ozurize, but the new Blue Eye Synchro and their Fusion in your extra deck. Use Winter Cherries, banish it out, deck can't combo wombo, there's no Crystal Wing, and now all you have to focus against is Ozurize. That's not too much of a problem. Why not? Because Solemn Strike. Because Raigeki. And yes, Ozurize has protection, but you just wait that one turn out. No more protection, problem solved. It's going to be easy. Winter Cherries is such a great card. And even if you're not playing Cosmos, if you have the flexibility and not really need your extra deck, or just side in those 2 cards, you're good to go. So there's that. Utopia to Lightning. Big 5,000 attack point. Targeted in the Maiden, that's 5,000 points of damage. Not every Blue Eyes player is going to survive that damage. Granted, if you use the Utopia combo wombo, which is, Utopia and then Utopia Prime or Utopia C39, then Lightning, you can do it twice, which poops on the deck even harder. And it's a pain in the ass to get over. I'm talking from experience. I think the only real combo the deck can make to get over that, besides Hermetic Sun, Full Armor, and Felgrand, yeah, there's a few outs and everything, but still. Droll and Lockbird, the deck draws quite a bit. It searches quite a bit. Droll and Lockbird, your best friend. Effect Veiler, shut down those monster effects. You need to. You really do. Mistake, the actual trap card. Mistake. You want to slow the deck down. You want to bring it down to your level. You want to do that to a lot of things. Bottomless Trap Hole. Banish out the Blue Eyes. God, I wish this thing was at 3 right now. Solemn Strike. Nullify the maiden play. That is the heart of the deck still. It's like, sure, you want to shut that thing down. Macros Cosmos. Any Blue Eyes sent to the grave, banished out. It's usually going to be about 5 dragons you need to worry about. The 3 Blue Eyes and then the 2 effect monsters that look like Blue Eyes but are not Blue Eyes with 2500 attack. The reason I say those and not the Synchros is because if you can banish those 5 out, congratulations, you win the game. Dead serious. Till Alternative Dragon gets here, you have officially pretty much won the fucking game. Solemn Warning. If you're not main decking it, side it. Because you want to shut down those actual, you want to shut down the special summons. Dimension Fissure. Because, again, just like Macros Cosmos, you want to banish it out. Yes, they're both limited, but it works. Curse Seal or the Forbidden, I can't read my own handwriting. Yes, it is Forbidden. Curse Seal the Forbidden, get rid of that spell card, never have to worry about it again. Pretty self-explanatory. I don't know if I wrote this one down, so if I say it twice, I'm sorry, but it doesn't look like I did. I'm looking at my list. Oh, I did. Right now, I can't say that one yet. Chaos Trap Hole. Very popular side deck card right now, and I've been mentioning it. I feel it's better than Solemn Strike at times, because there's a lot of lights and darks in the meta. Even Monarchs fall under that category, and Blue Eyes is no different. It's a freaking light deck. Do what you do against a light deck. You shut the light off. You take its electricity out. And then you poop all over it. But Chaos Trap Hole is going to be able to just completely obliterate whatever tries to come on board, then OTK from there. Grave of the Super Ancient Organism. We talked about this on Tech Tuesday a long while ago. For those of you who don't know, this plus Prohibition is game. Call Blue Eyes. Play this. When they bring out the one to banish out the spell card, or I'm sorry, banish out your Prohibition, they won't be able to. It's a skill drain for big fatties, like the Spirit Dragon. It's big fatty. Mind Crush. They're going to use Sage Knight to get to Maiden. You can get rid of Maiden really easy. It's a thing. Zombie World. Not too sold on Zombie World, but it is an option because, well, I guess it's an option. Oh yeah, it is an option to a degree. To a degree, because when Gospel Revival comes out, that's why I was trying to remember why the hell I wrote it down. When Gospel Revival comes out, it's going to take Silver's Cry's place, but Silver Cry will still be played, just not in the numbers it's not at right now. So if you play Zombie World, it turns into a zombie, and then they can't use Gospel Revival, meaning one more dead card stuck in their hands. That's a good thing for you, a bad thing for the player. Electric Virus. This is an actual hand trap that you could discard, and you steal a dragon. It's actually hilarious, and then you could ram a dragon to a dragon and go from there. I think that's pretty self-explanatory by itself. Kaiser Coliseum, kind of like Sound Unlimited. It's going to basically slow down the game, limit it down to what you need it at. Go really slower pace, especially if you're running an older deck. Notoria Beasts, just like Monarchs, poops all over it because the deck is super heavy when it comes to spell cards. The field, the draw power, the sending of the grave. You know what they have to do to get over this shit? They have to wait for you to attack into their Maiden, or they're going to have to play Sage Knight to Maiden. And, pardon me. And if you have Sage Knight, and you go to Maiden, and your opponent with the freaking Net Beast has a Solemn Strike, a Warning, or Boundless behind net, they're going to poop on your Blue Eyes. And that's not a fun experience when they poop on your Blue Eyes. Okay? I actually did write down everything. Holy shit, my notes are nuts. Battle Fader. The deck has a lot of OTK power. What do you do against OTKs? You rage stomp them by saying, no, bad Blue Eyes. In all seriousness, you play Battle Fader. It gives you another turn, especially if you're playing Monarchs. You play with a Lord of Darkness. You can tribute it out. You can make giant plays from that. That really is a thing. Spell Canceller. I'm really not a fan of Spell Canceller, but it's just like Anti-Spell Fragrance. It's a super budgeted version. If you're playing Monarchs, you should really look into that card because it's a 1 tribute monster, and all you have to do is tribute it out. It's only got 1800 attack. But again, if you're sitting behind something like Solemn Strike, especially with Monarch draw power, you can pretty much shit on your opponent. And shitting on your opponent's fun. Especially with spell cancel, because it's like Nat Beast, where no spells can be activated. And I think there's one card I missed, but that would probably be the 45th card, which is Majesty's Fiends. I don't see it here. I'll scratch that. It's on here. Majesty's Fiend and Vanity's Fiend. God, I am on freaking fire today with this. Just gotta give myself a quote there. Majesty's Fiend shuts off all monster effects. Vanity stops all the special summons. And that's just going... Either one of them, they hurt like hell against Blue Eyes. They really do. Quaking Mirror Force. Super budgeted card. It's like $5 a piece. It keeps them face down completely, where they cannot be reflipped. They like to attack in. It's going to poop on their life. And then they're stuck with a bunch of things on the board. And you could pretty much just reevaluate your game plan and go from there. It's just a really good way to getting over the deck. It really is. And I cannot stress enough how good Quaking Mirror Force is of a card right now. Swords of Concealing Light. Just like Quaking Mirror Force, but a faster version. Pretty much, it's like... For everyone who likes to think back to the original... Like if you're coming back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Or you played during the olden days of Yu-Gi-Oh! And you play Swords of Revealing Light, that's like this, except that it puts all the monsters face down, except for 2 turns. I like Quaking better. I kind of flip-flop, but I like Quaking better because it's permanent, but Swords of Concealing gives you 2 turns, so it's another option. Gores. Gores isn't the end-all be-all card it used to be, but it's still goddamn good. Allure of Darkness food, and spits out a token, and it will keep you alive. You want to be alive against Blue Eyes. You really do. It helps. It saves you. Dimensional Prison. This is a trap card that most people shun on because it's pretty shit compared to what we have nowadays and doesn't do that much. But that's okay because all you need to do is banish out the big-ass dragon. Banish out the Puff, the big-ass dragon, and then you pretty much win the match. Easier said than done. But it's another option you can use, and it's also a budget-friendly option you can use. Time Space Trap Hole. There is a rank 4 Exceed that can use this from the deck. And it returns all the Wombo combos back to the extra deck, meaning no field presence. That's a good thing. More back row, to use against the deck. Anti-Spell Fragrance. Works against freaking... I was about to say it works against Cosmos. That would be terribly wrong. It actually does if they use the Fire King Island that comes out on Friday. I'm actually recording this on Tuesday night. But Anti-Spell Fragrance. Shut down Monarch, shut down Blue Eyes. Gonna have to combo Wombo harder. Chain Disappearance. Hit those Sage Knights, those Maidens, those Stones. And you pretty much hurt the deck even further. Different Dimension Ground. We talked about this one on a Tech Tuesday a long time ago. In a far-off galaxy. Basically anything sent to the graveyard is banished instead. Pretty self-explanatory. It's a 1-turn macro. Just time it right. Needle Sealing. Not as good when we get Gospel Revival in about 8 weeks. But right now it's pretty damn good. There's going to be more than 4 monsters on the board. And finally, because I am fucking exhausted, DD Warrior Lady, DD Assailant, any of the DDs that free... Not those DDs. The old school DDs, different dimension warriors that will banish out something. There's about 3 of them. So you have options there. You have one that has 1200 attack, one that has 15, one that has 17. I kind of like DD Warrior Lady better, but that's me being me. And I think that covers everything. That is the ultimate side guide that I could give you. That's 47 cards because I mentioned the 3 knights, but I counted them all as a set of 1. I think it's 47. 46. Gotta be accurate. It's 46. That is an incredible amount of stuff to give you to up your arsenal. No pun intended for the Ratchet and Clank fans out there. But I'm just going to leave this video off here by saying thank you so much for watching, listening, paying attention for the past 20 minutes. If you have just another second, then make sure to check out our other channels, the Council Network, RyuAvalonGaming, that's my gaming channel, and the Council Network, and of course the SuperCouncilGaming that Nintendo doesn't like us on anymore because they're fucking retarded, but that's different topic, different day. Anyways, guys, it's been an amazing experience to make this video, and I just hope I'm able to help anyone out there just understand there's gonna be a lot of bandwagon with the blue eyes, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's one of the two most iconic monsters in this fucking game, so it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen hard. But now, I can end this video knowing that you are ready. I'm RyuAvalon. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video. If you enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe for more here on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council, or you can find me on one of those other channels that I'm on, because I'm on like 40 of them. Till next time, peace.